Do you ever feel like there's just not enough time to learn a new language? Maybe you finally sit down to study, but by then, motivation's long gone. I know the struggle. Balancing a master's program, various projects, and learning multiple languages has taught me a lot about how to make the most of my time. In this video, I will share my tips and methods on how to stay consistent and productive so you too can fit language learning into your life. The first and the most important step is to pick languages that you are genuinely curious about because it will motivate you to start and keep learning. For example, I learned Japanese because I wanted to live in Japan and use it professionally, while I'm learning French to explore a new culture. By having clear interests and goals, I was more determined to learn. Also, try to make goals as specific as possible. Do you want to speak a language conversationally, use it for traveling, or on a more professional level? If it's something you really want to learn, you are more willing to make time for it. Consistency doesn't mean long hours every day. Start with 10 to 15 minutes and then add more time once you've built a routine. Those few minutes might seem small, but they add up. It could be listening to a podcast, doing a quick language app lesson, or reviewing vocabulary flashcards. I use this approach with my own schedule, spending extra time on French each week for a quick review or to read a chapter as I'm aiming to improve my speaking skills in French. Building up slowly gets you into a habit. By making realistic goals, you'll also avoid burnout. You have more time than you think. Set specific time so you know when it fits into your day. Whenever I was heading to classes on a bus, I used these 30 minutes of commuting to listen to a podcast. Before I went to bed, instead of checking my phone, I would read a few pages to wind down. These snippets of time actually helped me a lot to stick to my goals when school took over a huge chunk of my time. Another trick I like to do is to pick a time when I have the most energy, which is likely to be Thursday because it's close to the weekend, yet I don't feel too tired to squeeze language learning into my schedule. I mentioned that I like listening when I'm on the road. I also like to do that when I'm working out at a gym. It's a form of multitasking that helped me to learn passively. It also works best when I am on a time crunch. However, if I really want to improve my comprehension, I read and look up words on a dictionary without any distractions. When I listen to a more difficult material like a story, I sit down and take notes so I can understand it better. So it's very important to know when to multitask and when to focus on one task at a time. Tracking my progress keeps me motivated and organized. By marking down what I achieve in each language, I can see how far I've come and how much time I've spent, especially when learning multiple languages. By seeing the numbers, it is rewarding to see the progress I've made. I used to reward myself only if I successfully completed all of the tasks on my checklist. I don't recommend doing that because it made me less motivated, thinking that I only get to take a break after I finished everything. Instead, by rewarding myself due to every little success, I get more work done and feel better about myself. For example, I would take a coffee break in between study session or take a long walk after. Building a reward system that works for you can make language learning more fun. I hope this strategy help you to better manage your time. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe for more language learning content.